today I'm going to show you excavating. I think that's one of the best methods currently to make gold and actually increase your chances for a successful honing process. In the long run, it will save you a lot of time through increased percentage on the honing process. And yeah, you're going to do that by creating maps in your stronghold and in your laboratory. Let me quickly go to the stronghold so we can see it. I'm currently already producing maps. There's 3 already done now. So the general idea behind excavating is that you're gonna create the maps, or like, yeah, you're basically farming the maps to be able to create maps that you can then run. You will be running these for loot boxes, and they're in the dungeon. We're gonna do one in a second now here. These loot boxes, they give you materials and relics, and these materials or the additional honing materials that you get out of those loot boxes are actually helping you with your honing process. So you're, in theory, would save a lot of tries and therefore save a lot of materials. The best thing with them is, and that's why you are able to make money with those, that the additional honing materials that you get to increase your percentage on the honing process are unbound. So you can actually sell these on the AH. And it doesn't matter which tier it is. So tier 1, tier 2, and tier 3 is sellable on the auction house, which equals a really good money-making method. So let's go to Secret Forest really quick, and then we can go through one of those dungeons so I can show you guys the loot boxes. And the maps, as the tooltip says, they're 1 people only, so you can't really do map rotations as with the secret maps. So you have to do them on your own. There we go. So we open the dungeon. We just go in, press enter, get the enter secret dungeon pop up, and then go in. Okay, so there's a small amount of monsters. The map is gone, by the way. You don't need life skill points or like trade skill points anymore to be efficient. This is just about the finding the loot box in the middle. Your minimap doesn't work. Just try to get into this big square in the middle. There's gonna be this blue light popping up, and in the middle is a loot box, and then we'll see what we get. I hope something good comes out, it says. Let's see. So we got a lot of relics and one of the apprentice craft kits. You can sell these on the auction house if you want. If you don't want to bother with actually crafting the craft kits, but they're worth nothing right now. So I would just save them up. You can always craft kits for yourself. After you got the box, you can just leave. And that's the secret dungeon done already. Really quick and easy. Okay, let's do the next one. That's right here. You open it up, go in, press enter, press accept. There is the box again. You could use your AoE spec. I'm currently in the raid spec and like the single target spec, but it doesn't really matter. The mobs are really easy to kill. And yeah, and this is tier 3, by the way. Now we got the purple adept craft kit. Let's check this one for its price as well. This one should be worth a little bit more. It was like 90 gold today in the morning, but it's already dropping. So you can decide for yourself if you want to sell this or keep it. I'm just going to keep it for now and see what I can do with it later on. You can play the Song of Escape afterwards to leave the area quickly after you have looted the loot box. Northwest, there it is. Enter, accept. We got the Solar Grace and the Solar Blessing out of it, and let's check these on the auction house right now. They are worth quite a lot. These are 75, and the blue one is worth 250. They are worth that much because in tier 3 you will, as soon as you hit like the item level of 1330, something like that, you start to have a really low honing win percentage. And yeah, when you want to progress in tier 3, you basically are forced to have the solar blessings and the solar graces. So you definitely need to farm them in a kind of way. And this is exactly why excavating is like the most overpowered of the life skills. You can always check the areas for the relics and which one they're gonna drop. So Tika Tika colony is one of the better ones as well, just as Secret Forest. Let's just quickly go over the farming spots that I have for you. It's basically divided into tier 1, or basically your level up zone. You have the tier 2 region and the tier 3 region. The tier 1 region is going to be Golden Wave Island, which is right here in Argentine. You can find a lot of tier 1 or like level up things. You can check the upper right hand corner again for the relic traces which you can get there. The problem with Golden Wave Island is that it is very, very crowded because the spot is just so good. It's not uncommon that you have more than, for example, 20 channels up there, so try to bounce channels if you have too much competition. This is basically the best tier 1 thing. Tier 2, well, if you are already in Phaeton, it is the Shady Cliff. You can get the relic traces and the old relic traces there as again. And if you're in Yorn still, then Yorn's Cradle is going to be your perfect farming spot. I would farm like down here in the middle part of it, a lot of relic traces right there. And tier 3, so basically Punica at the moment. I suggest Secret Forest. There's a lot of relic traces and old relic traces. You can find your own farming spots here. And as I said before, the Tika Tika colony is generally a very good farming spot as well for the relics. When you're excavating and you're using your zona, which is on A, you always find the relic spots in the same location. So this relic trace around here, it will always be the same position, a set cooldown, and as soon as that cooldown is reached, the same relic will be in that location. So after some time, you're gonna get used to where the relics are. So I know that that one is down here, so I just go here, press R, I see it, and then I get the old relic trace. Easy as that. It just takes some time, and then you will get used to where the relic traces are and can just circle around your preferred route to farm as efficiently as possible. What you can do as well while excavating, you can use the minor life energy potions or even greater ones to just keep excavating, although your life skill bar is depleted. So when you have done that, you basically go back to your stronghold, and in your stronghold you can then craft the maps that we have just done. To create those maps, you go to the workshop, and then you can choose which ones you want to produce. So I got enough materials now to produce one extra Punica archaeological site map. So I'm going to do it. It's going to take some of the action energy from your stronghold, a bit of gold, but yeah, it's always worth it to just go for them. That's about it. If you liked what you saw, check my socials on the next page, and I'll see you next time.